Yo, what's going on, guys? This is the build that I'll be using for today's video, full water conch. And to start off, the Sugo killed me while I was AFK, and I had it on my clip, so I seen who it was. Came back to SLL and took the 1v1 against him in the water. And main goal here is to stay away from any of his big attacks. I was hoping that he was a land Suko, but by the looks of it, he's probably a full water Suko. Only thing that he didn't have was the voice call to make him faster. So yeah, but meantime I'm just trying to avoid that claw barrage because it does 15% extra damage to wet targets. And yeah, so I'm just trying to stay on his backside. And you can see I'm actually faster than this guy in the water, just by a little bit. Only problem is he's got more stamina than me, and he's got a better trot. And he's also using the normal bite, so that does 50% less damage when he's wet and another 50 when I'm wet. So overall 100% less damage. So that didn't really do anything. The only thing I had to worry about was that claw barrage. And he was doing kind of the right thing of getting away here. He should have tried to run me out of stamina. His is better in the water. But yeah, he just didn't get to do that. Anyway, moving on, I took this 1v1 with the Sakillo. He originally didn't want to fight, but I don't really care. I'm here to fight. Don't show up to a hotspot if you're not willing to fight people. And realistically, no Akillo should ever be losing to a conch. So that is just a skill gap right here that you're gonna see. Main thing, I'm not gonna face tank him because I know he's got rapid strikes. So each hit he lands, more damage he gets. The only time I'm gonna face tank him is when I've guaranteed won the fight. And he's trying to escape to this rock, which it's not a bad idea, but I just get in front of him and face tank him. He's already low enough. And then here I was just questing, and then Alio came up to me. This guy thought he could face tank me, which you can't face tank a conch as an Alio unless you have Tyrant's Raw. That's when you become really strong as an Alio. But yeah, you should have just ran away. And here these guys killed my friend, so I was waiting for them to fully rest. And as soon as he fully rested, I went in for it. And I got a couple of bites, but you can see here, that looked like it missed, but it hit me. It was a really good play, using the knockback to get me away from him. It was very annoying, but yeah, definitely a good play. And he takes a swim, get a couple of free bites on him. The thing about Pikmins is they have those scoots. They give you 10% armor each scoot, and you can see I easily kill that raptor. For anyone wondering what that was the ice cream truck or van, whatever you want to call it. So yeah. But anyway, I try and punish this guy, but I'm way too low to take this. It's way too risky, so I just kind of back up and leave this fight. And here I teamed up with an Akillo and a Latin, and we decided to fight the Spino, which main thing I was just trying to bait out that stomp right there, and baited it out, and then just started tail riding him. And the Akillo was using Thrash, so it was taking a bunch of his stamina, so he couldn't even keep up the constant pressure. But yeah, and then so the main thing, I'm just trying to tail ride this guy, but I'm also trying not to stay there too long because I know it's a 30-second cooldown on the stomp. And you can see a Carno comes charging in, and I decided to focus this Carno instead because it's a lot easier to kill a Carno than it is a Pycno than it is a Spino. And I'm just I know he's got Juke, but Juke doesn't do like a direct 180. It does it goes a little bit to the side, so it works really well. You can see they bring a second Spino as well, but I just take the 1v1 with this guy, and he just keeps juking, but it's not doing anything for him because he doesn't have enough distance for it to matter. I'm way too close to him, and the conch's a little bit faster. And you see the Latin got in the way, so when someone else is tail riding, just let them tail ride because you just get in the way, and gets a little bit annoying. This guy brings himself through the water, which it was a decent play, but it wasn't deep enough to where I started swimming, and even then I'm a water conch, so I'm really fast in the water, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, what this guy should have done was either precise turn and face tank me. Unless he's got Juggernaut, I can see that being a problem. But yeah. Moving on, me and a couple of friends got on and we started fighting this big group at SLL. So we saw this Meg and started focusing him first, because that's the thing that can punish us in the water, and we use the water as our escape. And here we started fighting the Latin and the Kilobeta. And I'm focused on the Latin because Latins during the day are really weak and really slow. So they're just a really easy kill most of the time. And yeah, he does end up getting away, but it's fine because he left his Achillo friend behind. Quickly, when I go back to the tail riding stuff, because I find it really annoying when, like, say example, you are a DASP, right, and you're tail riding someone, and then like a conca comes in front of you and then takes over the tail ride. It's just so stupid to me, because it's just the players just literally being stupid. Like, the DASP does more damage, and if you're able to keep on the tail ride on someone, then let the person that does more damage tail ride. Like earlier when I was the conch and the Latin came over and he started tail riding, like, that was so stupid. Like, you're doing 0 damage compared to the conch, so please just get out of the way. And anyway, I catch this guy resting, and I already put a lot of damage on him, and you can see there's also another Serato. But I also got stuck on this time, which was really annoying, but my friend did kill the Serato. So yeah, I did have to get in the water and heal up a little bit, because you see they also have a little raptor here, which is annoying. But yeah, so I end up getting my health back, and then we start focusing the other Serato, and my friend's already put a lot of damage on him. I'm just trying to add some extra pressure and just be close enough to give him the buff. And you can see the Titan's trying to help, but he's just too slow. And same as the Raptors, they're fast enough, but they don't do enough damage to stop us. You can see my friend got the kill. And here there was a couple of Pycnos and a Metri, and my friends are fighting a couple of the Pycnos, and then I'm here solo with the Metri. And once again, Metri should never be losing a 1v1 to a conch that's missing its like 40% of its HP, especially that you have a heal call, you even have a debuff call, and then you've got like a solo sense if that's the one that you use. But anyway, I'm not gonna fight this guy, because, you know, you can't face fight a Metri as a conch. And you can see before he bit a few times. Don't use the bite on Metri, it does no damage. The claw is your main attack. So yeah, this guy clearly wasn't a very good player. And he uses his healing call, but it's way too late for that. And my friends were there as well to help me finish the kill. And we used the water as our escape. And this Suko was trying to help them, so obviously I was gonna kill this guy, but I seen the Achillo. So we started focusing the Achillo instead, and you can see he starts running, doing, you know, Achillo things. He'd probably playing towards that Raptor. Maybe he had the pack buff for Raptors. But I take a lot of damage fighting this guy, so I'm just waiting for my friends to come around and help me out. Get a 24% damage increase from Alpha 1. And I already know this guy's gonna go for the rocks, so I kind of, you know, try and stop him. And yeah, he dies, he falls in the water, and we just punish him for it. Anyway, moving on, we start fighting this Pycno, and then there was this random Meg that helped us, which was cool. We also start fighting that Aloe. But first got to heal up a little bit. While we were resting for some stamina and health, we caught this raptor eating bones. So and he also just had a slow reaction time, so we just killed him. So yeah, and then his other raptor buddy came around, and we started chasing him. Main thing here was we're just trying to cut him off, because we are a little bit faster unless he jumps and uses tail fan, which I don't think this guy had tail fan because he was just jumping. So yeah, and jumping takes a decent amount of stamina, even though the Dino has more, and it's just a little bit slower. And without tail fan, you're not covering as much distance, but you do hit. And you can see he leads us right into an Albert that just spawned in, so this guy was dead. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I would definitely use tail fan on the Dino. And the Dino does have really good stam recovery, so if you lose it in the bushes, then all of it's gone. So we just stopped fighting that guy. Anyway, there was a couple of Das that were fighting us, and we killed the first one, and you can see we're fighting the second one. He actually missed that bite. That was quite bad. But yeah, and that guy stood no chance, to be honest. And there was a bunch of other things, but they were too big for us to fight, so we just left it alone. And the last Asp went to the Wasteland to try and get his bodies, and we kind of caught on to that, so we went to the Wasteland as well and just started focusing this guy. And just like before, this guy's using the cliff to his advantage, which is pretty good, but the thing is, I'm just not close enough to get knocked off. And yeah, I'm just tail riding him the whole time, and he actually hits piercing bait on me, which piercing bait isn't that good for smaller dinos, just because you have low combat weight anyway, so it doesn't, normal bait does a lot of damage as well, same as a heavy bait, so it's not really worth using piercing bait for fighting small things. Anyway, I was 1v1 in this pick though, and you see I keep getting him stuck on me, that way he can't run away from me, and so yeah, that was really unlucky for him. He messed up. And then I'm fighting another pick though. I was just getting a trophy from a friend because he was grown, so I was just gonna nest him over here and then give him a trophy. And this guy was just run, and you can see once again using that juke, he's way too close to be using juke. You need to have distance to use juke. The best way to use juke is when you have distance. When you don't have any distance, it's kind of the same cycle. The guy's still gonna be behind you because you move a little bit to the right or to the left even, depending on where your camera's looking. So yeah. And here, where I was holding the trophy for my friend, found a Spino and a Picno question, and I just wanted to fight. I was gonna let the Spino have the other trophy, but I had to end up killing him because he wanted to fight me. I just didn't put it in because it wasn't much of a fight. But yeah. And you can see this guy's just struggling. I keep precise timing out of his hits, and he's using that charged up tail attack, which I think is useless. It's just too predictable, and then you have nothing to defend yourself. At least with juke, you turn around and gives you it. Where you can see he actually uses juke. He just doesn't use charge.